Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another layout for the COAPA Cutfiles design team, and I'm working with one of the brand new cut files that was released mid-month. It is called Stacked Teacups. I will leave a link in the description box below. I chose this one because I have some photos here that I printed out quite a while ago of one of my very best friend's baby showers. We had a high tea. It was more like a baby sprinkle. It was for her second baby. So we all went out for beautiful morning tea at a really pretty gardens. So I decided to use this kit that I put together. It's not necessarily themed, it's just kind of like a floral spring themed kit. A bunch of different designers and collections, and just kind of a random assortment of things. So, what I'm actually going to do is use these journal cards, pocket cards, to back the cut files. So, these are from Kaisercraft. They're actually like a little kit. A friend of mine bought me one, and they are journal cards and ephemera, and I think some photo overlays. And we got them on clearance, so they were like $1.50 each. It ended up being. So I thought I would go ahead and use these. They were super cheap, and they're really pretty and florally, and go really nicely with the whole theme I have going on. So I've stacked up the ones that I want to use there on the left, and I'm going to start by using this kind of floral effect that's on a craft background. I thought this was really pretty, and I'm just going ahead and outlining. I'm going around the outside edge of the cut file for this because I am tracing on the front side of the pattern rather than on the back side like I usually would. The reason for that is because I wanted to line it up specifically with a certain area of the pattern on the front, and it's difficult to do that when the paper is flipped over. So I've gone ahead and trimmed them out. I'm just checking that it still fits, and it does. So I'm going to go ahead with my tacky glue and glue that down. And I'll repeat that with all those different journal cards until, with the magic of editing, you will see it skip to and be all completely backed. There we go. Very pretty. So lots of pinks and kind of mint greens, and yeah, just really pretty colors. I've chosen that background. It's like a mint green and a kind of off-white color. It's almost like a lace doily pattern. It's really pretty. And I just like that we're in the garden, and I like that it's just kind of green and floral. I think yeah, it fits nicely. I'm going to keep using more of these journal cards. I've got them out, so why not? I'm going to back my photos with them. I have one large, well, it's not really large, it's 3x4, so it's still a pretty small photo, but it's larger than the other two photos I have. So that is a photo of the four of us friends anyway. There were more people there, but this is just the people that I knew well that were there. So that is my largest photo, and the other two I just collaged together on one 3x4, so they're 1.5 by 2, I think. Yeah, and I'm just going to back these with, I'm going to use the rest of this yellow. I did use the other side to back my main photo, so now I'm going to go through and use the other yellow side to back this photo, and I'm just kind of piecing those together until I get a complete photo mat. And I am going through and distressing all the edges, of course. So those smaller photos are just pictures of some of the food that we had on the table. So just a really pretty stack of morning tea items, pastries and bits and pieces. And then we had a wooden board there that had my vegan friends vegan bits and pieces on it. They're really pretty as well, so I had to take a photo of that. And I'm just using some craft to back this one. And that will just go on the top there. I'm just kind of having them cascading down the page, following the line of those teacups. They really help to kind of design the whole page, that cut file. So now that I've got that all positioned the way I like it, I am going ahead and gluing that all together. So all the photos in the cut file I'm gluing together. I'm not sticking them down to the background yet, though, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Right, so that is a bit of one of the journal cards that I fussy cut out. It's just like a scallop shape. I'm also going to go through and fussy cut out this kind of white doily part of this card that I've already used. I just yeah, I was looking at it and I thought, oh, that might be nice to put at the bottom of the teacups as if they are sitting on top of a doily. And in the end, I mostly tuck it underneath, so you can't see it all that well, but it is there. I like that little touch, so I'm happy I put it in. I decided to use these alphas or these thickers to spell out my title, which is a bit of a wild card. They're kind of like a really bright Kelly green glitter. I haven't used them very often. I think I've maybe used them once before, but I liked how they were a similar kind of tone to the background, and I liked the glitter and the script, and they're a little bit whimsical, so I just went for it. Why not? And they had all the letters that I needed, so perfect. I've decided I'm not going to move anything now, so I'm just gluing all those down. I'm going to finish up my title with these little gold foiled alphas from a Happy Planner sticker book, and my whole title is just going to be High Tea Baby Shower. Nothing like super clever or anything. I just really want to make sure that I don't forget what the actual event was for. I think sometimes I can think a little too hard about making my titles something clever when maybe sometimes it's better if they just tell you what the page is about. Alright, I'm going to use quite a few of these chipboard pieces. They're really beautiful. They're from one of the Simple Stories I Am collections. I'm using 2 of those florals and this little butterfly. Super, super pretty. I love chipboard. I've pulled out all their Simple Stories ephemera too. I don't end up using too much because my page is already quite full now with the cut file. But I do use quite a few of the just little pieces. I love that So Sweet and the little floral. I'm going to tuck that little envelope in as well. I just it made me think of invitations, which, perfect. That little butterfly also, I do pop that little bird in. I really like him, but I do end up swapping him out for another butterfly. Another tiny floral there, a little banner that says loved. Yep, there's a butterfly. Just so I ended up with 3 butterflies. That was the decision making process there. And now I'm just going in with my tacky glue and gluing everything down. I did put a bit of extra glue behind all the chipboard pieces as well. They just weren't sticking super well. I find they don't always anyway, so just to be safe. I'm going to pop up my cardstock butterflies on foam, as I like to do. The chipboard one, of course, I'm not going to do that, but it's already dimensional, so it's fine. I'm also popping out that little So Sweet on a bit of foam as well, just for an extra dimension. And then for a finishing touch, I'm going to add a bunch of Nouveau drops, a bunch of groups of 3 in the, this is the vintage drops in white, and then I will also come in with the vintage drops in Dusty Rose. And that is my layout finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this layout, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.